This segment of Hak5 is brought to you by Domain.com. Let's do an unboxing video. That'd be fun.
Oh god.
So which one are we unboxing?
So this is the Mocha. So as you get it, open up the top, and there's a little note from us. So this is where the manual is.
Okay. Lives online.
All the manuals are online.
That's nice because it keeps updating.
Yep. And here's the transmitter. So I'll pull that out. So your quad-copter transmitter, and then let's pull out the wing. So there's some foam in here, just keeping everything happy and as it gets to you through the mail, and then you need to kind of carefully pull it up and out.
Very important not to press it against the interior of the box.
Yeah, you want to keep it
towards the edge.
So there's
This
that.
is just
All right.
take one for the shoot here.
Battery charger, and then pylons. So there's 4 of these, and like that. We already put the motors on some of these. Yep. And glue and small parts. Don't lose those. Flight battery. If you are not in the United States, your flight battery has to ship to you separately. So be aware of that. We will, and you'll get notification from us both. Winglets and propellers and lids.
And then, of course, the most important part.
Ooh, the doodad.
The doodad.
The mysterious doodad. So if you have a Mocha, you probably won't need that, but we give it to you anyway.
So that's it?
That's it.
All right, it's 86 the box and get into it. Let's assemble this guy.
Okay, let me get rid of the foam.
Yeah, alright, so we've got a few steps for assembly. It's not ready to go right out of the box, but it's rather minor. One step is to glue the winglets on. You get a supplied tube of glue.
So, like this, little tube of glue.
And you just
And
pour some on there.
so the winglet's keyed like that, and it says in the manual. And the wing is keyed, so it really fits one spot. Like if you're not on, it won't kind of nest like it's happy. So, let's get that on. So you just need to put a little bit of glue around basically everywhere where the 2 pieces touch. So like the flat areas, basically not in the circle there because it's not going to touch anyway. And then you just got to line it back up and just hold it for a few seconds. And then maybe give it a few minutes and then go ahead and do the other side. And then maybe give it, 10-15 minutes before you fly?
Actually, don't know the exact drying time. Just until it settles. You will see it move when it's still wet. You'll see the stuff glisten, but
Yeah.
give it till the battery is done charging.
Yeah.
All right.
So you actually should.
I mean, you're not going to fly without the battery charged anyway,
Right,
yeah.
so
Right.
you know, get those both done. Progress bars running at the same time.
Yeah. The other thing you need to do is put the motors into the pylon. So these we did before, but I'll show you how to do one here. So there's a motor clip like that.
Okay.
There's a motor, and the motor has a blue shaft coming out the back that has a slot in the back. And then the pylons have they have a hole that runs through. I don't know if you can see that, but
So this right here, this tube.
See the black tube in the center of the foam there has a hole that runs crosswise through it.
Okay.
And so the pin is basically this guy is going to go through like that. So one side of the pin goes through the hole, and the other side goes under the tube.
And that just holds the motor in.
And that holds the motor because the motor's going to.
This is your cotter pin.
Yeah, that's your cotter pin. So all you do is take your motor and line up the.
Oh, I see, because it's got the groove
The
right
motor's
there.
got a groove, right?
So what happens is when you slide it through there, you're getting cotter pin through that groove.
Exactly.
And that's what it's going to look like inside.
Yes.
Sweet. All right.
So essentially, you just want to. Depending on how you twist the motor, you'll either see the slots flat or not. So you want to hold the slot flat so it's lined up with the holes so you can see through.
You can't rotate the slot when it's in the tube, so you have to line it up beforehand.
Yeah, because it all has to be kind of a snug fit so that it's so that the motor doesn't jiggle around and go crooked on you. So I think. Let me see if I can.
Oh, because you can't rotate the motor because it's made to rotate.
It's made to rotate. Yeah.
You
So
can't rotate the bearing carrier.
yeah.
Only the actual motor part.
Yeah. So it may take you. It takes me anyway a couple
Couple of tries.
Yeah, but
If you go,
There
you
we go.
can't go too far back.
Yeah, there needs to be cooling units behind the motor because the bearings are back there and they can't.
So I can totally see right
You
through
can see
it. I
right
can put it up
through,
to
yeah.
my eye. I can see through you, through
Yeah.
it to you. So now,
Let's see how this goes.
trying to be ginger with it,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, it takes a little bit of force. There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
see, it clicks right on.
Clicks
Like
right through,
it's
yeah.
so, feels so right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And basically, it might take a few tries if the slot's not flat or if it's not lined up in the hole. Just pull the motor back out, kind of line it up, and go again.
So now we've got 4 pylons all ready to go.
Yes.
How do we assemble
the other
these?
thing is, so the other thing that happens is these prop savers go on. So.
Do you put the prop savers on now?
Normally you put them on before, so
Before you put the propellers on?
you put the prop saver on the motor first, and then put the motor in. So this is all. We should have grabbed our. We should actually be paying attention to our own manual. But who reads the manuals? I hope everyone does. Anyway, so the prop saver, you can see the motor. It has a little flat on the shaft too.
Yeah.
And the prop saver, this is just designed to adapt to different propellers. So the ones that the quadcopter come with have the smaller size hub holes. So you
Can you
see.
show me? So
yeah,
what do you mean by that?
So the hole through the propeller is 5 millimeters in diameter, and the smaller of these two flanges on the prop saver is 5 millimeters.
Oh, I
this
see.
long.
So what you're saying is this side matches that,
Yes,
and
exactly.
squeeze it on there, and
Yeah, that's what it'll fit onto. So what you want to do is when you put this prop saver on the motor is make sure that smaller
The small
flange
side
is
is
out.
facing up.
Yeah. So and then what you can do is just kind of put the screws in loosely, just put it down onto the motor shaft and kind of hand tighten the one that's on the flat, and you'll kind of feel the screw like bite onto the flat. So
Okay.
then it can't rotate on the motor anymore. And then you're going to want to use a screwdriver and tighten it down. Some people like to use like Loctite on these screws just because you really don't want them loosening up in flight, because then the propeller will go one way and the airplane will go the other way.
I see. And so you're actually screwing it down onto the
one side's going on the flat, and
on the flat.
and one side's going on the regular part of the shaft there. So that's all you want to do for now. The propellers we'll put on in a little bit, but you want to do that first.
Great. So now that we have all
So
of
then you
our
All those
pylons
done.
with all the propeller savers, or the prop savers, if
Yeah.
you will, on, now it's time to put these on the main wing.
Yeah, once you got both of your winglets on and
Oh, hey, look at that. It's
TV
like
magic.
It's like the turkey just came out of the oven and it's ready to go.
Yeah, so this is actually how your Mocha will come to you. The one we were showing you didn't have any brains in it, but the back lid will be on. In there is your Leah, so your brain, it'll already be connected up. So these connect to the 4 motor controllers and the 2 servos, and they're already in order. The LED, this is the LED board. The one thing that's different from how your Mocha will come is we added a little pigtail here so that we can plug in an XB unit to do telemetry wireless between the quad shot and a laptop on the ground. That's definitely something that you should consider doing. It's a really cool way.
But you just solder the pigtail right on there and then and then plug this into your other board.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
like an XB board will have some wires that come out. We actually put a connector on it because we have more airplanes than XBs, and so we just plug the XB into this one when we're using this one, or we plug it into a different airplane if we're using a different one. But if you're just putting an XB in, you could just solder straight from the little XB board, which would fit here, right into Leah. And then that way, if you have an XB on your computer on the ground, you can get like
telemetry
live data from the quad shot, which is
cool.
Definitely a cool thing to do. So that's that.
All right.
So lid closes, and then yeah.
So what's the best way to put? Oh, I see. So you just use the box from.
Yeah.
How do we get these guys on?
So you just want to support the wing underneath. We're using the transmitter box to kind of hold everything up. Just support the wing underneath with your hand. Make sure the plastic skeleton part, the black part coming out of the pylon, lines up with the carbon fiber spar there. And it's got little slots, so it should clear around the wires. But just push down firmly, and it'll lock in. You'll hear it click in. You won't be able to just pull it out. It won't rock around. Critical that you get that in.
And they're all the same, so it doesn't matter which slot I put this in.
Yeah, all the pylons are the same. All the motors are the same.
Get make sure my channels for these guys are not squishing any cables. Oh, there we go. That was easy. So you don't really have to go at an angle. You can just pop it right on.
And then get the other sides here. So one here, and for you, sir.
Thank you. So this way. Oops. I know, I'm joking.
Gosh.
Oops.
Under it.
There we go.
So, like we were saying, all the motors are the same and all the motor controllers are the same. But 2 of the motors are going to spin one way and 2 are going to spin the other way. And the only way that you determine which way they spin is how they're plugged in. So what we're going to do here is plug all of them in just at random, because the motor wires are obviously all the same color.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know, there's no way to know which way they're going to spin, so we just plug them all in. 1, 2, 3 at a time. And then we're going to, we'll do a test spin before we put the propellers on, because the motors need to be spinning certain directions.
Oh, so you don't want to put the propellers on first and then figure it out?
No.
Quite dangerous.
Cool. Aha.
That way, yeah.
All right.
Danger, danger, yeah. Then you don't only be able to count to 9.
We want to count to 10 on Hak5. Yeah. Or at least 5 on each hand.
5 on each hand. So, so I guess we need to power it up. So,
so it's charge the unit.
Yeah. So, battery charging, I guess, is next. So, cool. This will definitely take a little while. So, even do this first thing right after you get your quad shot. Just plug the charger into the wall, and then here's the battery. You got the main power output. This is like what the motors will plug into, and then this is the balance plug, the charging plug. So yeah, you don't want to like dangle the battery by its wires, hold it by the battery. But the charger has an output one. This is for like a 2-cell battery. This is a 3-cell battery, so it uses the bigger 3-cell battery connector there, and it's keyed.
Nice.
So just make sure you have little slots there.
Pretty little mullocks.
Yep, yep. So just plug that in, and then it'll be charging. So when it'll go through.
Yeah.
And then when it's solid green, it's charged.
We'll solid red at first, and then solid green is good to go.
Yeah.
Cool.
So wait till it's solid green. So that'll take it a couple hours to go from dead to full. So.
All right.
Do it first thing.
So let's put a fresh one in here, and then.
Yeah. Well, for now we'll just use this one. It's mostly charged.
Okay.
It shows green.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Okay. So. We have AA batteries in the transmitter.
So we'll go over.
And the transmitter is already paired.
Yeah, the transmitter is already paired to the receiver.
Got a hack going for this guy.
Yeah, we hacked our own transmitter here. So there's a battery Velcro strap here, and so we'll just put this in like this. Thank you. Like that. And it might work out better to have the wires coming out on this corner, or it might work out better to have it coming out on the lower corner and then wrapping all the way around.
Okay.
Just kind of, it'll depend on your exact battery and your exact.
But you can just, it'll all fit in there.
It'll all fit in there. Yeah, either way will work. So then just tighten this down. And you don't want to like have the wire going under the battery strap at all.
Oh, okay.
But, yep.
Good deal.
So then we want to put it up on its pylons. How do I do this here? Like this. Gotta have it sitting on the table. There we go. Okay, so when you first plug in the flight battery, this is obviously with the propellers off. First thing you're going to see is an SOS code if the transmitter's off. That's because it doesn't know where its master is. And so when you turn the transmitter on, if you do it slowly, if you turn the transmitter on very quickly, you'll see a 2-blink code. That means that the LISA is aligning to gravity. So here, I'll actually unplug it and replug it in real fast, just so you can see that. So this is with the transmitter on. So now it's for the next few seconds, you'll see this double blink. That means it's reading the sensors, figuring out where gravity is. So that's why you want to plug the battery in with a quad shot on a flat surface.
And how long does it take for it to, figure out all of its sensors and everything, kind of
10-20 seconds. So
okay.
We'll see. So what Chris has here is sort of all of the switches are in the wrong spot.
Sure.
Now.
Can you show me that?
Yeah. So we're in the wrong mode. This is the flight mode switch. All of the trims are like all wacky. And so what the quad shot will do is tell you if something is wrong. So after the aligning double blinks, it'll show you a slow pattern of blinks to let you know what's wrong. So 1 blink is you're in the wrong flight mode. So on here on the flight mode switch at the upper left, you need to be in mode 1. So that's the hovering mode. So the next thing is 2 slow blinks that says, hey, your throttle's not all the way down. So move the throttle stick all the way to the bottom and lower the throttle. These are the trims here that let you like adjust kind of where the centers are. Lower it basically all the way down. And now we're doing 1, 2, 3. So that means roll is wrong, this one. So you can see it's off center. And so it will tell you it's still 3. A little bit more.
Let's go back the other way. There we go.
There we go, 4. So now 4 means the pitch is wrong. So come back to towards the center. And so this is important to do so that when your hands are off the transmitter,
it kind of stays where it's going.
Yeah, it's not like
because your trim is what's going to tell it, like, yeah, hey.
Like, if your trim's off, it's like you're always holding one direction slightly.
So now we're up to 5.
So now we're at 5 blinks, so that means our yaw stick is off center, or our yaw stick's off center. Okay, so once you have all of the trims aligned, there we go. So now all the trims are aligned and it's happy. So now we can spin the motors. So now the motors are spinning.
All right.
So what we need to do now is get the motor spinning the right directions and then put the correct props on the correct motor. So
all right. So what are the directions that these 4 need to be going?
So there's a bunch of big diagrams on the manual that show you. Essentially, this prop needs to go clockwise. This one needs to go counterclockwise. And then this is as viewed from above, right? This one needs to go counterclockwise. And this one needs to go clockwise.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of pictures on the manual. Check out the wiki. Do this right because the props need to be spinning the right way for the controller to be able to control the quad shot. So this one's going the right way.
Yep.
That one's going the wrong way. So when it's the wrong way, you just grab any 2 wires, unplug them, and then just switch the 2 wires. So now spin it again.
And now it's counterclockwise.
Yeah. So that one's wrong, and this one's wrong. So I'll switch this one. You can switch that one.
Easy enough?
Easy enough. Okay, Chris, go ahead.
Now that's clockwise.
You convinced?
That's good.
All right.
All right.
So then.
So tell me about the propellers. What's important about these?
So the propellers, basically, you want to make sure that they're right side up, not upside down. So that when they're right side up, you can see the little text in the middle.
The printing.
Yep.
Yep.
And there's 2 kinds. There's
8045.
8045 and 8045R.
Aha. And R is okay. So so this is an 8045. And this is an 8045R, and I can already tell and just look at it. It's reversed.
Exactly. So the regular ones are designed as you're looking at them from the top, designed to spin counterclockwise. So you need to put those on the counterclockwise spinning motors, and the opposite for the reverse propellers.
Okay.
So
so R's go clockwise?
Yeah. As you're looking at them from the top, which is not how like an airplane pilot would think about it, but if it's sitting on the table, you're going to be looking down at it, and it'll be spinning clockwise.
Okay, sounds good.
And when you're looking down at the front, the regular propellers will go counterclockwise. So again, if you've got all of your prop savers on the right way around, the props will fit pretty snugly over the motors. And then what you're going to do is take these rubber bands, the prop saver bands, and just hook one end over the screw here, then it'll go over the top, and hook it over the propeller, over both screws like that. And so what that does is, if this runs into the ground, it can kind of tip without.
But it's not going to bust off.
Breaking, right?
Nice.
So that's why the prop savers are kind of up off the motor, so the motor shaft doesn't like prevent the prop from being able to do that.
That's cool.
So go ahead and we'll just put these on.
All right. So this one is which direction?
Right. That one.
So R.
Right, yeah. And actually, for safety, yeah, unplug the quad shot, turn your transmitter off while you're doing all this, in case. Just to make sure, in case your little sister comes up and, you know.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to decapitate the little sister.
No, I was thinking that she would be, turning the throttle on and trying to decapitate you.
Oh, there you go. Well,
that's how my little.
Of course,
sister
that's actually. Yeah.
Anyway. There go. And
All right.
that's it, ready to go. From here, you would just, we'll have the battery door, which we'll put on once we're out on the field. But that just clips, that'll just clip in like this, and then it just clips in. So once the wires are all tucked away.
Well, looks like we're good to go. Let's go fly.
Cool.
You guys know how I feel about domain names. They're essential for showcasing your blog, your portfolio, your business. Well, let me tell you something about choosing domain names. You can get a .com. That's what I should have registered when I got Hak5 over 7 years ago. That's right, I nabbed the .tv, I nabbed the .org. The .com's the one you want. That's the one that's universally known, it's remembered, it's the best, it's globally understood, it lends credibility, and the best part is, .com's totally affordable at domain.com. The whole Hak5 crew uses them, domain.com, because they're so easy, they're the best, they're reliable, you don't have to get gouged and hit up with irrelevant upsells or anything. Plus, you can't go wrong with a company that has an awesome human approach to business. Just seriously, tweet at domain.com and you'll see their customer support. It's a breath of fresh air. So do this, check it out, go to domain.com. They are huge fans of Hak5. They're gonna hook you up 15% off their already affordable domain names and hosting. All you have to do is use the coupon code HAK5 at checkout. That's 15% and big savings at domain.com. So don't forget to use the coupon code HAK5. When you think domain names, think domain.com.